All right. Good morning, everyone. This is a public hearing on a proposed amendment to Washington Administrative Code, Chapter 194-50. I'm Amanda Hathaway, Legislative and Rules Coordinator at the Department of Commerce, and I'm the presiding officer for this virtual-only hearing. This hearing is being recorded to comply with the requirements of the Administrative Procedures Act. The statement of inquiry for the proposed rules being considered today was filed as WSR 24-01-034, and the proposed rules were filed as WSR 24-10-108. The passage of this passage of Second Substitute House Bill 1390 in 2023 added new requirements for the decarbonization of campus district energy systems. These statutory changes require Commerce to clarify its rules for the Clean Buildings Performance Standard, Chapter 194-50 in the WAC, in order to add additional requirements and maintain consistency. Commerce is proposing to maintain consistency between administrative rules and statute by updating the existing Chapter 195-50 in the WAC to include the new requirements that were added to RCW 19.27A.210 upon passage of Second Substitute House Bill 1390. Requirements will relate to alternate compliance pathways, management plan implementation, and compliance with state energy efficiency requirements for state campus district energy systems and owners. The intended date of adoption for these rules is July 2nd, 2024. If anyone wishes to testify today, please put your name and affiliation in the chat box. For those who have called in and are unable to use the chat box, please unmute yourselves now by using *6 and let us know your name and affiliation. We are also accepting written comments. The deadline for written comments on the proposed rules is 5 p.m. today, Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Comments can be submitted to nick.manning@commerce.wa.gov. The hearing will continue until everyone who has asked to comment has had an opportunity to testify. Any questions about the process before we start? Okay, and please be sure to state your name and affiliation when you testify. Don't see we have anyone signed up yet, but I'm going to give folks just a couple of minutes in case anyone is running behind here. In case anyone just joined us, if there's anyone that wishes to testify today, please put your name and affiliation in the chat box. And for those that have called in and are unable to use the chat box, please unmute yourselves now by using *6 and let us know your name and affiliation. And also, again, for those that just joined, we are also accepting written comments. The deadline for written comments on the proposed rules is today at 5 p.m., Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Comments can be submitted to nick.manning@commerce.wa.gov. And there's also a comment form available in the chat. We'll give folks just a few more minutes in case anyone decides that they want to testify. Okay, Jeff, if you'd like to unmute and introduce yourself and provide your testimony.
Thank you. My name is Jeff Glass, and I am the Energy and Sustainability Manager for Providence, a large health system in Washington State. My testimony relates to the definition of a campus district energy system, and specifically the requirement that this definition applies to 3 or more buildings. My testimony would be, I think that overly restricts the flexibility to building owners that might own campus district energy systems, but that those systems only might apply to 1 or 2 buildings. And it seems as if, from my perspective, 3 buildings doesn't necessarily define a campus, as 100,000 square foot would define the size of a campus that for which a district energy system may supply. So I don't see the benefit of defining 3 buildings. It's not entirely clear exactly, even in the rules, what a building is for that purpose, since there isn't a specific building definition in the rules that I could find anyways. So I just think that hospitals oftentimes are district energy campuses, and it may be that it's 1 building or 1 building complex, and this would be an overly restrictive, in my view, definition. So I would invite the flexibility of it just being one building, but that building being over 100,000 square feet. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Is there anyone else who wishes to testify? If so, please unmute and state your name and affiliation, or put your name in the chat. Okay, I don't think we've gotten anyone new recently, so we will conclude. Thank you all for attending today's hearing. If you wish, please remember to submit written comments by 5 p.m. today, Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Commerce staff will consider these written comments, as well as those heard today, when making final edits to the proposed rules. Commerce will provide an explanatory statement for proposed edits that it chooses not to adopt. Commerce intends to file its final rules, also known as a CR 103, shortly after the public comment period closes. The rules will become effective 30 days after filing. If you would like to track the implementation of these rules, we ask that you subscribe to our bulletin, which you can do so on our webpage at commerce.wa.gov/growing-the energy or the economy. I'm going to paste this, make it a little easier. Okay. And thank you for all your participation throughout this rulemaking, and stay safe and healthy. That concludes this hearing.